Hey, everybody. Thanks for checking out the Aaron Advantage podcast. Today, I am sitting down with Brittany Wade with Silver Birch Living of Evansville. Hey,
Hi.
Brittany. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
You know, so far, so good. The weather has finally changed on us, and it is cold, dreary, and gloomy, but, you know, that's Southwest Indiana living for you, isn't it?
Sweatshirt weather, man. It's good stuff.
It's good for some people. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm more a hot weather dude myself.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't like to be hot.
That's fair. That's fair. Silver Birch Living of Evansville. Tell us a little bit about the facility, who you are, and what you guys do.
Okay. So we are an assisted living, only assisted living. But I think the misconception is that when people think assisted living, they think that they still are like in a nursing home.
Right.
And so
there's clearly a difference.
Oh, yeah. Most of our residents still have cars. They go out, they do whatever they want, they come back. It's just their apartment.
Gotcha.
But they have that extra help of, if they need help with meds, bathing, that kind of stuff. So we have full 24-hour nursing.
Oh, very nice.
Which is nice.
Now, you said it's their own apartment. I checked out a link on YouTube to your guys' virtual tour. The apartments look pretty fantastic.
They are. They're amazing. They have the Amish-made cabinets in them, granite countertops. We held nothing back.
I was going to say, it's high-end finishes. I was like, hey, that looks nicer than my house.
I know. And, it's funny. The most exciting thing for people is the full-size fridge.
It is, yes.
They love the full-size fridge.
Yeah, that's the thing I've seen in other facilities where you get kind of the apartment size fridge.
Yeah, it's like a college dorm fridge.
Right, exactly.
And you can't hold everything you want. They hold more than they need, but
right?
It is what it is.
I mean, probably right now it's good to have something that size that you can stock up on with coronavirus and everything else happening. You probably got more people staying in right now than anything else.
Yes. We did do like a temporary lockdown when the cases rose in Vanderburgh just to keep them safe.
Right.
We are COVID free there. That's kind of something we have.
Well done.
We're very proud of that. And we're doing everything we can to keep it out.
Yeah,
so
that's fantastic. So you guys are newer to Evansville. How long have you been in the area?
So it opened in November of 2018.
Okay, so coming up on 2 years.
Yes, yeah. So 2-year anniversary soon. It's not going to get to be the celebration we'd like because of COVID.
Right.
But we would eventually we're going to try to do a big celebration to make that known.
Sounds good. Excellent. And where exactly are you guys located in Evansville?
So we are on Governor Street. It's 475 South Governor. The easiest way is we're between Walnut and Lincoln.
Gotcha.
Kind of diagonal from the rescue mission. That's the way that people can find us.
Perfect. I know right where that's at. I actually volunteer with the rescue mission on an annual basis. My face is hidden nowadays, but I dress up as the Butterball the turkey for the drumstick dash every year.
That's awesome.
Yes. I was tricked into that position by a good friend of mine. She said, hey, can you be a mascot? And I pictured the costume as it is today. When I first did it, it was red, sparkly costume with all of this exposed. And I was like, you definitely pulled one over on me.
Yeah, but I would totally like you to come be that at our building. Our residents would love it.
You know, there may be a case that could be made for that. So, I know you said, the residents, they have like their own apartments and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an assisted living facility. So, kind of go back into like the nursing staff and all the stuff that you guys provide to the residents that kind of helps them out with the things that they've got going on.
Yeah, so we have, like I said, we have nurses. We also have QMAs and CNAs. So CNAs are there to help them with their trash, their laundry. They will help with bathing if they need it. Anything basically nursing wise that they need that they would get in a nursing home. The only thing we can't do is like transferring them from one location to the other.
Gotcha.
They need to be able to walk for the most part. If they can be in wheelchairs, that's fine. We have lots of them in the motorized scooters. They love it. And then the QMAs basically just handle their meds.
Okay.
So they can do their own meds. If they are still well enough to do them on their own, they can do that. But if they just feel like they might be starting to forget You know how it is. Sometimes you just, man, did I take that today that I was supposed to take? I do it with antibiotics all the time. I'm like, did I take it? I have no idea.
I take allergy medicine on a daily basis. I think. I don't remember if I do it every day or not.
So they're there to make sure that every day they get their meds at the right time. They're not getting too much of a dosage, that kind of thing.
Cool.
And then nursing is there to do nursing type things, referrals out to doctors, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
We also have a contract with an MP group. So we have nurse practitioners that come to the building.
Awesome.
That's a huge perk. We also have internal physical therapy and occupational therapy.
Man, you guys cover all the bases.
We try.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
So outside of like the medical stuff, what kind of other amenities do the residents enjoy out there?
So we obviously do the bingo. Bingo's a big thing, You
can't get away from that.
Right. You have to have the bingo. But we try to keep it fun for them. Like last month we did a carnival for Assisted Living Week. We put managers in a dunk tank, let them have at it.
Nice.
Had lots of carnival games, cotton candy, the whole shebang.
Very nice.
We try to do that stuff. That's, free with their rent.
Right.
We have a library with computers they can use, books they can read. Every lounge we have in there has cable TV for them. Lots of board games, that kind of stuff. Movie theater.
My goodness.
A pool table.
How old do you have to be to move in this place?
55.
I've got some ways to go, unfortunately, but it sounds like it'll be a place that would definitely be something to look into.
Yeah, so recently the pool table has been like the big thing.
The hot spot.
Yeah, we're starting to get a younger group in now. That 55, 56, just, so they've
you kind of have
using
like the gambit of the youngest people who are able to be there up until, I'm sure, just people who are just ready.
Yeah, so I actually last year had someone that was 103.
Wow.
Go her.
Yeah, no doubt.
But we get anywhere in those age ranges. It's kind of crazy how they all kind of fit together. They are a family. They take care of each other. They let us know when they think something's wrong.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight-knit community there.
That's pretty awesome. Now, I know you kind of told us of the amenities and stuff, so tell us a little bit about like the campus itself. Is it set up with like, just residence buildings? Is it one building, or how does that all look?
Yeah, so it's one building. It's a giant U.
Okay.
So in the middle of that U is a big courtyard that a lot of them spend time at. They do their own gardening out there.
Nice.
And they're very protective of it. And then you have 3 floors, 2 elevators. We do have a full dining hall there. Right now it is not open. Thank you, COVID.
It's affecting everything.
It is. That's the one thing. If they could go back to dining, they would be so happy.
Yeah.
But it's not feasible. You have 96, 98 people in there.
I get it.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
So it's set up like a U. Each floor has its own kind of stuff. So the second floor has our library on it because we want to space it out. We want them to use the whole building.
Right. Keep them active, keep people moving.
Right. So we do have a big community room that they can use also. And that's where most of the bingo happens.
Do we have any like underground betting on the bingo?
No, but I've heard there's an underground poker game.
See, these are the real stories that people need to know about.
That's what I hear, that there is a poker game. I've not actually seen this
You can't actually confirm or deny the existence of the poker game.
No, but I have heard.
Gotcha.
Heard. It's hearsay. I know there's a clabber group. They enjoy playing clabber.
There you go.
So they're always looking for new members. I think right now there's only 4, so it's real riveting, I'm sure.
I bet.
But like I said, the poker table is just taken off. I'm sure that there will be some gambling on that at some point.
No, that would never happen, right? Get people together and give them poker cards. Of course that'll happen.
We try to dissuade the whole. You don't want them to do it,
right?
But they do what they want.
Yeah. So you said you have it set up in like different floors, having different things. How many floors are there in the facility?
3 total floors.
Okay.
The 3rd floor has like a hair salon on it too. So
nice.
that one's generally a little quieter. It's the movie theater, the hair salon, and then the lounge up there has game tables and stuff. So if they wanted to work puzzles or something like that. So that floor is quiet.
Nice.
The second floor has the nursing station on it. That one's a little busier.
Gotcha.
A lot of hustle and bustle. The Rehab for Life that we have, that's our therapy group.
Right.
Which they're amazing. They are on the second floor as well with our fitness center.
Gotcha.
So,
Very nice.
Yeah.
And so, like, all the residences are on the main floor?
They're on all 3 floors.
Okay, fantastic.
So it's just kind of spread out. You know, some of them are like, I just really want a quiet floor. And I'm like, then you need to go all the way to the top.
If you want to be quiet, go upstairs.
Yeah. But it never fails. You always get that one that.
Oh, yeah. I'd probably be that one, which is why you won't want me there till I'm 55.
Right. I mean, you know, they keep it interesting. So.
For sure. So we talked a little bit about they are their apartments, and if I remember correctly, I believe I saw that you guys have 1-bedroom apartments and then like studio apartments. Is that correct? Yeah.
So a 1-bedroom has carpet in the actual bedroom, but then the rest is going to be a hard floor.
Okay.
The bathrooms are pretty much the same size in both the studio and the 1-bedroom. The bathrooms are huge. I mean, they're massive.
Yeah, they are huge. I will say, I'll make sure I link to this whenever we post the video and everything, but go to YouTube and search Silver Birch Living Evansville, and you can actually watch a video with a virtual tour. And I was kind of blown away at the size of the bathrooms.
Yeah, they're huge. Yeah. But a lot of them have motorized scooters, so we want them to be able to navigate in there. And all of the showers, you know, have the drop-down bench, so they don't have to worry about finding a shower chair, that kind of thing. It's all there. And then the studios are just more of all one, like an efficiency.
Right.
But all hardwood floor. I mean, they're amazing little apartments.
Yeah, they looked fantastic.
Yeah. So our residents seem to love them. They're not, you know, you get those people that are not in their apartment that much. So they're fine with just taking the studio, and that's what it's going to be.
Right.
And so, like, the studio runs at about $783.
Okay.
And then the 1-bedroom runs at $975.
And that includes all the other amenities and stuff with it?
Yes. So those are the Medicaid waiver rates.
Okay.
So we are one of the only assisted livings that take Medicaid waiver.
Oh, nice.
And so with that, we have that opportunity to cut the price back.
Very nice.
And then another little perk of ours, so that $783, that's an SSI rate. So if you get SSI, that's the max you get is $783. I actually can drop that studio rate down to make sure I leave them with $100 a month.
Oh, great.
Yeah, because state minimum says I technically have to leave them with $52. Our company thinks that's just ridiculous. How do you live off $52 a month?
Right.
So $100, because we're already giving you 3 meals a day. We're doing your housekeeping. We're doing your laundry. What expenses do you have at that point?
Exactly. Sounds pretty great.
Yeah.
So you just hit on what my next question was going to be is what are the things that are included with that rate? That's pretty fantastic. You know, obviously in real estate, one of the, you know, markets I serve is people who are thinking of selling their home to either downsize to a smaller home for themselves, or they may be somebody who's interested in just saying, hey, you know what? I don't want to take care of anything anymore. This is an option of something I want to look at with the assisted living. So it sounds like it's a pretty good opportunity for people who just want to have almost like condo living with some additional kind of added perks. This is an option for them to kind of take a look at.
Yeah. So we work really closely with SWRCA. And they send a lot of referrals to us for people who need assisted living. They do the assessment to deem whether someone is eligible for assisted living. They're the ones that start that waiver process.
Gotcha.
So if someone would come to us and say, you know, I really need to look into assisted living. I don't know where to begin. I've never had Medicaid. I don't know anything about SWRCA. I would go ahead and do the referral for them. We go ahead and do the Medicaid for them. They don't have to handle it.
Gotcha.
We will handle it for them because that is a tedious process.
Anything that has to do with Medicaid or Medicare, anything with health at all seems to be one of those tedious, horrible things that nobody wants to deal with.
It is. So me and my coworker, Mackenzie, she is kind of my second hand. We work together. We both worked for the state of Indiana.
Nice.
So...
know the ins and outs.
Yeah, a lot of Medicaid experience between the two of us. And so that's something that we kind of pride ourselves on, that we can help them with the Medicaid, that they really don't have to lift a finger. You give us what we need and we'll just take it and go.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Brittany, I think that's all the questions that I really had for you today as far as, what the people need to know. Is there anything specific that you think would be good information for anybody who's watching or listening to this to know about Silver Birch Living?
I would just like them to know that it is still very independent. I think that's the biggest thing, is that people don't think that they will have their own life anymore, that we're going to hold them hostage is kind of how they word it. And that's not at all what it is. Even with COVID right now, families can't come into our building, which it's horrible for our residents. We are doing, outdoor visitation when weather permits. But our residents can go out. They can go out with their families all day. So we just ask that they come back at night. Don't stay overnight. If they need to stay overnight, we just make sure that they let us know so we aren't just wondering where they are.
Right.
And that's kind of the biggest thing. I think that people are worried that if they come into assisted living, that we're just going to lock them down. But that's not what we're trying to do. We want them to still live their life, their best life.
Excellent.
So.
Well, Brittany, I really appreciate you coming in and talking about Silver Birch today. I think it's great information, and I'm looking forward to getting this out to everyone.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Hey, this is Aaron Luttrull. Thank you so much for checking out the Aaron Advantage podcast. If you would like to be a guest, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. We're always looking for other people to interview.